Hello there, my beautiful Leos. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your 2021 overview reading. We're going to look into some oracle, astrology, and tarot to get some ideas, foresights, and intuitive messages about what is coming your way in this year of 2021. So grab yourself a cup of tea, hang out, and get comfy. So we're going to go through all the months of the year and get a month by month overview of what's coming your way for this brand new energy. So Leo, I'm so glad you came by to visit me. If you are new or returning to the channel, welcome either way. And if you haven't yet done so, I do invite you to reach out, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. This is going to be a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every single Leo out there. So please take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in any information about booking a personal reading with me, want any info on the card decks that I use in my readings, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information are down below in the description box. So Leo, let's go ahead. I'm going to start by looking at your oracle. We're going to do a collection of oracle cards to get an overall vision and theme for what's coming through for you this year. So let's go ahead and start with that. Dear angels, dear divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please let's see what you have in store for Leo. What messages and energies would you like to share with them and bring through to enlighten them along their way this year? Thank you so much for all of your help and guidance. Leo, look at that. That's a powerful card, powerful keyword for your first theme for this year is transformation. So absolutely, this is a year of metamorphosis. This is a year of shedding off the old and definitely embracing the new. I feel very positive already about this. Seeing that beautiful butterfly. So the butterfly spirit may be something that's coming in as well to help really illuminate your path this year. But many times I just see that card and it's like, oh yeah, old things are passing away. So let's see what we've got in your numerology. Let's get a number and theme from this deck for you. Health is coming up. So Leo, wow, this is great. 7 plus 1, that is your number, 71. And that adds up to an 8, which is that infinity, which I love because the number 8 major arcana tarot card is the strength card. And that is one of your power cards. So I take the number 8 combined between the 7 and the 1 very, very positively here. And it's coming up around this keyword of health. Health, of course, is a very key element, key theme for so many right now. For me, this means you're transforming your health. Things are changing, improving for the better. You're gaining more awareness of what's going on with your health. And it is a year of healing and progress around that physical well-being. So very, very nice. And this, of course, can radiate, further out than just your physical body and your physical well-being. This can be your mental health, your emotional health, spiritual health, the health of your relationships, the health of your family dynamics. You can extend that out so far to where every aspect of your life is being transformed and healed. So let's get an Ascended Master, Guardian, or Guide that will be coming through stronger for you this year. Let's see who may like you to work with them a little closer through 2021, Leo. Ooh, these are flipping around right now. This one came up right to the straight to the front. And she is coming through as faith. There is your guardian that wants to come through and work with you. Humanity and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. And Leo, you are such a bright light. You are ruled by the sun. You are famous for being a bright, shining presence in other people's life. And I am going to read just a little bit from the Keepers of the Light book that comes with this to get just a little more info about her, because this is, a guide that's coming through to work with you stronger this year, and you may want to get a little more in touch with her. Faith is the archangel who is focused on bringing out our benevolence. She is the twin flame of Archangel Michael and on a divine mission to help us recognize that humans are essentially good and aligned with love. Just like her name, she is all about faith and trust. She reminds us that the world has taught us to believe that we are separate from love, and if we begin to see the good in others, that we will start to cultivate a loving experience of the world around us. Yeah, so this is really bringing you back to that center of faith, but really embracing like so much more love in your heart and in your life, Leo. And to me, that's, I mean, she's holding, you know, this symbol, the heart right here, and you are the sign that rules the heart, Leo. So to me, that's a beautiful energy coming through. Anything to do with stepping into a greater heart-centered energy is really using what you're best at in the first place. So let's get into your guardian angel deck. Let's see what your guardian angel, either your personal angel, your angelic team, what are they going to be helping you out with throughout this year of 2021? What do they want Leo to ask them for help with? I should frame it that way for sure. I like this. Oh, wow. The angel of determination. So, Leo, anything that you're struggling with, anything that you feel like you're having trouble staying the course or being patient to see through to the end, if you're kind of struggling with that, lean on your angels, ask for their help with determination, with just staying strong. That number 9 is the number on this card, and to me, the number 9 in numerology has a lot to do with conclusions. So this could be something you've been working very strongly at seeing through to the completion, whether it's a project, a living situation, a job, whatever it is that you're really, you know, working to put in that hard work, that dedication. If you feel like your energy is waning or flagging, it's really time to reach out to your angelic team for guidance, for help, for support. That's what they want you to ask about this year. And I feel like it's also just going to the next level, right? Because it's like when one cycle gets completed, it opens up a whole new world, right? The card even shows her going up the steps, you know, ascending in the ranks. So that's what that feels like. Let's get into your astrology reading cards, Leo. I'm going to look first at what zodiac sign may be coming through for you the strongest this year to have a special influence in your life. Cancer is coming through. Okay, Leo. So Cancer may be a very, very important sign or energy for you this year ahead. You may also have Cancer in your chart, or you may have a person in your life that is a Cancer that's very important to you. I would also say that during the season of Cancer, that could be a very important positive time for you as well. That is going to be the time when the summer solstice begins. So around about June 21st, 22nd, and that will last through until about July, you know, right before your birthday season comes along. The other thing I'll point out is that during most of Cancer season, Venus, the planet of love and relationships, will be in your sign of Leo. That will be between June 27th to July 21st. So that is also a high period of personal magnetism, charm, charisma. Love is running high for you that time of year. I'd also point out that, let's see, I've got a bunch of notes here on the astrology. Mars will be in Leo on June 12th through July 30th. So that's also going to be, I think summer is going to be very energetic for you there. And I'd also, you know, Cancer is ruled by the moon, Leo. It's interesting. Leo's the sun, Cancer's the moon. So I would definitely be in touch with those, you know, transits of the moon, you know, when we have our full moons, our new moons, etc. Also, we have 2 big solar eclipses this year, astrologically. So you're ruled by the sun. And of course, the sun is very constant. The sun doesn't go into retrograde motions because it's the center of the solar system. So it doesn't do like the other planets and do the retrogrades and stuff like that. It's very constant. That's why, Leo, you're just this constant light. But there will be 2 big solar eclipses in this year of 2021. The first one will be June 10th. It will be in the sign of Gemini. The second one will be December 4th in the sign of Sagittarius, the opposite. So I would say that these are going to be big times of bringing new abundance, bringing new perspectives into your life. The lunar eclipses are more about release, and those full moon eclipses will be May 26th in Sagittarius and November 19th in Taurus. So the lunar eclipses are all about release, and the solar eclipses are about receiving. So I feel that those solar eclipses will be very important for you, Leo, as those are going to be the major occultations of your ruling luminary. You're truly ruled by a star, not by a planet. That's what makes you special, Leo, among other things, but that is a big one. So let's get into a planet card now. I'm going to pull from our planets and see which one of them will be energetically illuminating you the most this year. What will have the most influence with you? I do feel like, oh, Saturn's coming up. Oh my goodness, Leo. So getting serious on me. Okay, the part of you that accepts challenge and gains wisdom. Oh my goodness, Leo. Now, interestingly enough, Saturn has moved into the sign of Aquarius. It came to an end of a very long, very intense, heavy cycle. The last 3 years it was in the sign of Capricorn. So it ended up going into Aquarius on December 17th, 2020. Now Saturn is in your universal relationship house for about the next 2 to 3 years, depending on your degrees. If you happen to be a Leo rising, it's in your personal relationship house as well. So, wow. That's a very important one for you, Leo. And I would say it's an important one on the level of definitely bringing more seriousness in your relationships. I would say anytime Saturn affects your relationship house, get ready for a lot of challenges and changes in your relationship structure. If you're in a relationship that's really shaky, really negative, isn't going anywhere, etc., that will come to an end if it can't continue, because Saturn is all about laying a solid foundation and building things that will stand the test of time. So if your relationship, if you're in one, gets rocked, shaken, challenged, but it's essentially sound and it's meant to stand that challenge or test, it will come through just fine, right? So Saturn's a big proving ground. That's why it's a heavy energy. It rules Capricorn, us Capricorns. Yes. And so we know all about that. So I would say that Saturn being a very important planet to you means that your relationship life is really getting ready to accept challenges and go to the next level in a lot of cases. You're learning a lot about the way that you do your relationships, and it's really also liberating you to have a mind towards the future, because it's an Aquarius. And Aquarius is very much about liberation and really, you know, just feeling more free. If you're in a relationship that feels very stuck, very stagnant, really is just squeezing the life out of you, it might be time to move on past it, Leo. Or get into something that's a lot better and a lot healthier. So, like I said, it's all about your health this year. You're transforming a lot into healthier vibrations. So lastly, I'm going to pull your house card from this trio of astrology cards. The house is the area upon which the action takes place. So let's see which area of your life is coming through the strongest this year, Leo. Ooh, and it is the 8th house, the Scorpio house. I would say this is a bit intense. This transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. So I would say definitely doing the deep dive. This is the house of intense transformation. You had the transformation card. You've got Saturn, which is tying into your health and healing. The nurturing kind of energy coming through with Cancer. So definitely, Leo, this is not a year to avoid the deep emotions and the serious conversations and the transformational energies. It's time to change a lot of things up, to heal them, improve them, lay the most solid foundations you can for your home, your relationships, and of course, yourself. So let's pull one last oracle card. I'm using the last deck as the Hidden Worlds, to just see what kind of magic path you are on through 2021, Leo. Ooh, okay, light dancer. And you know what's very interesting is Cancer had the same card from the Hidden Worlds. And you had Cancer come through as your special sign for this year. So, whatever part of your personal chart is ruled by Cancer, if you have a special Cancerian in your life, this is a very important sign for you this year. So, illumination, the radiant self, the shining soul. Cancer, to me, this is all about you becoming, and I called you Cancer. Sorry, Leo. I just caught myself. But to me, this is definitely, you're tied into some of that luminosity, right? That radiance, that just going to the next level of illumination. And you are a shining star, Leo. You are an illuminated soul. But to me, this is coming through even stronger. This is you just really getting in touch with your pure essence, your own personal star power, and just shining like you never have before this year. Some of it definitely has to do with, you know, facing down the shadow side, right? For sure, because you got Saturn in the 8th house coming through. But there's so much that's transforming and bringing you to that lighter energy at the end of all this transformation. So let's get into your tarot. I cannot wait to see what comes through for you. I'm going to be doing 12 to start, one for each month of the year, January through December, and I will be clarifying it with a second deck. So please, Spirit, let's see what you have for 2021 in the tarot for our beautiful Leos out there. Wow, what a journey. All right, now give me just a second, Leo. Just bear with me. I'm going to pull from the second deck and clarify all 12 of these. So we have 24 in total. Wow, okay. Huh. Interesting. All right, Leo. This is quite a journey. Let's go. Let's go on it. So January starts our year. We have the Six of Pentacles, and it is clarified by the Hermit, our Virgo energy card. This to me is all about beginning the year thinking about balance, both in your emotions and in your finances, your material possessions, etc. This to me, the Six of Pentacles, is all about reciprocal energy and emotions. So Leo, I think you're really taking a good look at who and what are contributing positively to your life, and really thinking about, okay, what do I need to release? What do I need to let go of? I need to make sure that I keep enough for myself so that I can take good care of myself while also being able to help others. So it's very much that equal balance of give and take. The Hermit card is very strongly aligned with health, healing, the inner self, following your personal star, and understanding your own truth. So with all that transformation and health coming up, that's a no-brainer. You're really focused on this very strongly. If you make any New Year's resolution, type, thoughts in your mind, or you have that kind of feeling like, yeah, I want to make a resolution, it's really to be more balanced, and it's about finding your truth, being truthful to yourself, and healing yourself from the inside out. That's very much what is a good thing to dedicate yourself to this year. Going into the month of February, we have the Knight of Swords. So this is nervous energy sometimes. It's fast communication moving forward. So it's definitely sometimes getting that communication that you've been looking for, or somebody coming in to talk to you. Sometimes they're a little nervous to talk to you, Leo, but they're definitely coming in. And then we have the High Priestess. So I feel like any communications, any thoughts, any exchanges of ideas that you have in the month of February are very much seen through this filter of your intuition, of your insight. You may not say everything that you feel about it right away, Leo. You may just kind of take it in and go, yeah, it's very interesting. Well, I'll mull this over for a little while, because you got a lot of this hermit energy. You got a lot of this sort of reflective, got that Cancer card. It's like you're going to think about this. You're going to mull it around in your emotions for a while before you act on it. March, the third month of the year, we have our Two of Wands with the Page of Swords. So I feel like March is a strong month of potential new beginnings and making decisions about where you want to go next. There it is, the Two Wands, looking at the globe, deciding where it is in the world that you want to go. Sometimes it's like door number 1 or door number 2. Sometimes there's a decision that has to be made. But in general, it's looking towards the future with a very positive attitude, like, okay, I'm ready. Let's have an adventure. Page of Swords is all about communication, and it's new communication and messages coming through. It has a similar energy to the Knight of Swords, because it definitely is that realm of the intellect. But the Page of Swords is a little more immature. It's a little more fast moving. This could be a flurry of text messages, emails, and information all coming forward to you. So I would say in March, definitely expect a lot of messages. People may be really weighing in on your decisions. You know, if they know that you're trying to make a big decision, Leo, they may be like, oh, well, think about this or think about that. I would say be true to yourself. That energy is very important. Don't let other people influence you over much. Really listen to your heart this year. Going into the month of April, we have that powerful King of Wands, which I love to see in a Leo reading, because that is our fire king. To me, this is very strong Aries energy. He's a little bit like a minor arcana emperor card. So to me, this is about leadership. It's going forward to getting what you want. But it is clarified by this Five of Swords. So I would say be very careful that you don't pull into that energy of winning at all cost or being willing to step on anybody to get what you want, Leo. Definitely, do it the right way. Listen to your morals, listen to your inner moral compass. It's very important. And also, this is saying it may not just be you that's feeling like that. It could be people around you that have that kind of attitude, like, why does it care if I hurt someone to get what I want? Why does it matter if I, cut corners or don't always act ethically to get where I want to go? And you're saying, no, that's not the way I want to do this. And I feel, Leo, you have such a true heart. I really don't worry too much about you getting drawn into, the dark or drawn into something nefarious. That's just not the way you're built. But I will say that Five of Swords energy carries over into this month of May, because look at it, he's coming back out again. And I feel like this isn't really you, Leo. I feel like you're the King of Wands and this other person is this Five of Swords. And then in the month of May, they're still bothering you. They're still like, Leo, why won't you accept my, slightly sketchy offer? Or why won't you, do this trick that I showed you to, get what you want? Apply it as it resonates. But I feel like you really shut them down because of this Ace of Swords. It's like, I feel like they're like this little buzzing gnat around you in April. And it's like, you're just sort of like swatting the fly and trying to get them to go away, and then they come back around again, and you're just like, no, because the Ace of Swords is very unequivocally, very clear, and it's a victory, it's a success, it's also protection. I feel very strong, the presence of Archangel Michael in that Ace of Swords. So, Leo, if there's anyone real nefarious or creepy buzzing around you, I think you're going to shut them out by the time around May. Yeah, you're not going to put up with it. So, stepping into June, we have our Eight of Pentacles. So what I feel from this as we go along this story of 2021 is that you really kicked something to the curb that was negative, that was nefarious, that didn't have integrity. And this is you coming back to center. It's like, no, I'm going to stick with this. I'm going to win the right way. I'm going to achieve things the right way. I'm going to, stay dedicated, determined. We had that angel of determination here, right? And this, for some of my Leos, could literally be climbing, like, the working world, the corporate ladder. And of course, when you get into that world, there's always going to be people that are not the most, just aren't the highest and best, right? And they're not acting with integrity. So I feel like this is, you've had this choice coming up, and you're saying, no, I'm going to work at this the old-fashioned way, and I'm going to get where I'm going. It may not be a get-rich-quick scheme, but I'm going to get there. And on top of it, we do have the Three of Swords, because there might have been something that changed around the situation, something that was disappointing, something that, kind of let you down. And you may feel like you're kind of alone doing your own thing, working at your own project now, because maybe there was someone or a group that you just said no to. This is kind of a powerful story. Because the feeling I get with that Three of Swords is it's sort of like you're working through your grief, partly, working through some kind of disappointment. It could also just be that feeling of like, man, I expected so much better from them. Darn it. But you haven't lost your faith. You haven't lost your heart. You haven't lost your center. Wow. Okay, so let's see. We've got May, June, and then July. And look at this. July pays off so strong. Look at that. So Leo, this is just beautiful. The Ace of Cups coming through with spirit blessing you, with emotional abundance, spiritual abundance, well-being of spirit, of soul, because when you do the right thing, Leo, you have that peace, the peace that surpasses understanding, right? And so on top of that, look at this. We have our Four of Wands. This is the happy home, the celebration. Sometimes it's the soulmate, the twin flame on top of that. It's a beautiful combination. I just feel like stay true to yourself, Leo. It does pay off. It really does. I feel like June, July, that shift is going to be powerful. And stepping into July, that just feels like, oh, it just feels so good. It's so strong. Like, that's just such a month of blessing for you. It does. It feels like it just gets good. Going into the month of August, we have our Fool card. So to me, this is that leap of faith, trusting in the divine, and also not worrying too much, letting go of worries, taking some breaks, Leo, getting those extra cat naps with the Four of Swords. Definitely don't let go of that. Get your naps. But to me, this is you, just really having that faith and hope. Next up, September, we have the Eight of Wands, clarified by the Seven of Swords. There's old Sneaky coming back around. I'm telling you, Leo, I feel like there's just someone or something, there's some element that it's almost like, it feels like, like the devil, like trying to lead you astray, or like the shifty person coming out from the shadows going, hey, Leo, come on over here. I got some for you. And it's like, and it may not even be coming out of the shadows. It may seem really good at first, right? Because that's the way it works. It may seem really great, but then you get a little closer and you're like, oh, no, that's not what I want. But I feel like this year, there's a couple times here where I feel like someone or something is trying to draw you into behaving or acting in ways that you just know aren't right for you, or you just know don't have the kind of integrity that you want them to have. Because to me, the Eight of Wands is a straight shooter, literally, in this card, right? That's clear communication, it's honesty, it's integrity in your communication and speech. And the Seven of Swords is the complete opposite. It's dishonesty, lack of integrity. I just feel like you're getting this choice again and again, and or maybe you're sometimes there's a compulsive liar literally for some of you in your life that just keeps coming in, Leo, and they're like, hey, telling you all this BS, and you're just like, no. Like, by the month of October, I think it reaches ahead again. Because here's our Tower card. Tower card is very, very strong. That is our Mars energy. It's definitely about taking down the house, man. Burning down the old structure that no longer needs to be there and clearing the way for new action. It's a very positive card, actually, because it really shows the hand of the divine intervening very strongly in your life. Sometimes it can feel like very unexpected change, but I would say for most folks, the Tower card was totally expected. Like, we knew it was coming. We knew something was going to have to change. And then we have this Lovers card on top of the Tower. So to me, this is those big decisions. Sometimes it has to do with the relationship because it is the Lovers, but this is also our Gemini energy. So it does have a lot to do with communications. For some of my Leos, like I said, Saturn in that relationship house universally for you right now could mean some big abrupt endings to a relationship that's not healthy, or it means that you've really got to relay the foundation and really heal your current relationship from the inside out. And so apply it to your situation there, Leo. But that's a strong month as well. Getting into November, though, I feel this is very beautiful about kind of rebuilding, no matter how it takes place, whether you're rebuilding a current relationship or simply rebuilding yourself to welcome in a better relationship. Three of Pentacles is a collaborative effort. It's building a spiritual new center. It is the acolyte and the priest coming to the architect with the blueprint for the new spiritual place, right? That is what they're building. And so to me, this is rebuilding yourself from the inside out, spiritually and physically. And on top of it, look at that. We're bringing back our Six of Pentacles just like we had at the beginning of this year. And to me, what that kind of spells is that if this has been something that you've been very determined, or you've made that kind of New Year's resolution around having balance, having fairness in your life, having reciprocal relationships and equal give and take kind of energies, this comes back again. And it says, this is still what I want. This is still what I'm working on. Whether I'm doing it on my own or doing it with others, that's what I'm working on. But I do feel it's more likely, Leo, that you're doing it with a group or with someone else, because this is collaborative teamwork right here. This is equal give and take, and it's very nice. Pentacle cards show that there's something tangible, manifest going on. Last cards of the year, we have our Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the Five of Pentacles, Leo. So to me, this is about not giving up, continuing your journey, and making a very strong choice to leave behind this old feeling of being left out in the cold. Don't entertain that, right? The Knight of Pentacles is a great, successful knight. He gets where he's going. And I feel like you're not going to give up. And there may be something, you know, by the end of the year. I never feel like it's just the end, right? And that's the end of the journey. No, in some ways, I feel like the end of 2021, it's like one journey is kind of coming to completion, but another one is beginning. And I feel like it's your journey to really step out of the cold, be in the warmth, the warm glow of that connection with the divine, the connection with potentially, you know, a soulmate or partner or friends, because you're working on that, Leo. I know it's a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that Leos are just endlessly confident and they never struggle with a feeling of loneliness. But I know you guys are sensitive. You have big hearts. And so it is important for you to remember that you are loved and you're always welcomed within. And if you feel ever left out in the cold, it's time to get up, Leo. It's time to go around the side of the building and try the other door, because I guarantee there's somebody that's going to love and accept you the way you deserve. On the bottom of the Arcanum, we have our King of Cups. This is a Cancer King, Cancer energy, which I love because your Cancer card came up in your reading. So to me, this is about healing your heart again from the inside out and making very good emotional decisions going forward. And the Page of Wands is brand new life, a return to joy, a return to having fun. Remember having fun, Leo? This was an awesome reading. I really enjoyed going through this journey with you, and I hope it is an amazing 2021. I'll see y'all again soon. Take care.